Alright, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classicus Non-Classics. This is episode number 3014, Doubleshot number 2908. This one discussing first, Warlock by Jim Starlin, the complete collection, which collects these fine books: Strange Tales 178 to 181, Warlock Volume 1, issues 9 and 15, Avengers Annual number 7, Mar 2-1A number 2, and the Warlock Lost issue. Yes, so in the case of basically what's going on here, so with one, this is a brief feature for Warlock. Now, in these few issues for Warlock, now for Warlock himself, this is just after, I believe, just after his feature in I think just after his time in like another book. So this whole book here, of course, is written and drawn by Jim Starlin. Now, pretty much in the way, this whole book here contains the Magnus Saga. You're thinking, what the heck is that? Which, by the way, this contains pretty much this entire saga. The Magnus Saga pretty much introduces stuff we do see in modern day, like the Universe Church Troop, which worships Iron Warlock as a god. The debut of the Magnus. The Magnus is it's Iron Warlock from the future. But we do have other people make his debut in this story. Most of us having those two debuts, the opening story itself, it's just a recount of Warlock's backstory. 179 is the debut of a very popular character who still appears this very day, Pip the Troll. Yep, he makes his debut here, and he's a regular feature for this entire storyline. Oh yeah, definitely. He is a regular feature in this book. Yeah, and he's here for this entire storyline. Mostly he is, except for like a few issues of Warlock, but mostly he's here for this whole storyline. And then he appears mostly in other books. He is practically one of Jim Starlin's favorite characters to include in the book. We develop more of the Universe Church of Truth in 179. In 180, we have debut of, get this. So, 180 of Strange Tales is debut of the most dangerous woman in the galaxy, Gamora. Now her full name is Gamora Zen Wasra Ben Titan. Yep. Either she's not named here, but yeah, this is basically her debut appearance. And Warlock, of course, fights basically a creature here. It's like his journey throughout this whole thing. And her real name 181. Now, here's the thing though. Strange Tales itself does continue for a little while. For another, I think, like about 7 more issues. Let's see. Yeah, it basically continues for another 7 issues, but the last 7 issues of this book are all reprints. Yep. Now, why does Warlock stop appearing with anyone? Well, because basically they brought back his title. And he continues his fight with Magnus and the Black Knights. Yep, and they basically continue on from that feature. All but guest appearances got to Marvel, and then it continues for the next 3 issues of Warlock. And then Magnus apparently dies, but don't worry, he comes back. Also, he begins his very first fight with Thanos. Yeah, Thanos actually starts appearing in this book. Now, prior to this book, he last appeared in Captain Marvel number 33, and basically Jim Starlin made a recurring character in this book. Yeah, and he's here. Well, for issues 9 to 11, he comes back for the final issue of the book, and then the story for that continues over in the Avengers Annual 7 and 12. How Strange Is My Destiny, of course, dealing with the whole thing and that. And then we have the first appearance of Proto Boskos. This guy who just a standalone brothel owner. He just... Yeah, it's like basically that Jim Starlin like, hey, well, I want to do a standalone issue for this storyline that has nothing much to do with Magnus. Oh, they do reveal his first name is, his last name is Gorfin. So 13's first appearance of a guy called the Star Thief. All about senses, whatever. And he's here for these 3 issues of 12 to 14. And no one sees him again because he dies in the finale and he comes back in Annihilators. By the way, the book is... And then by issue 15, of course, we have the first appearance of Interplanetary Incorporated. This galactic corporation who's here for this 1 issue and never seen again. We also get the first appearance of Lamgor. And Constable Trueheart. It's like, yeah, let's introduce these one-shot characters and then don't do anything with them. And a story that's not collected here is Marvel Team Up number 55. And then, of course, the story is continued over in Avengers A number 7. This 2-part epic story of the Avengers' first fight with Thanos, which concludes in number 2. Also in the story, Warlock is killed. But he comes back in Marvel 2-1. He's dead for a very brief period of time. My guess is probably the reason why, even though the book was brought back, my guess is probably the reason the book ended after only 15 issues because issue 15, probably because it was a bigger seller. Yep. Oh, don't worry, Warlock does return after this. Basically, after he was returned over in Marvel 2-1, he's not seen again defending Gauntlet. So he was last receive him. Well, this book is fantastic. I give this book a 10 out of 10. So at least with this book here, we get 2 historical notes. This one, David the Troll and Gamora, 2 characters we still see today. Of course, Gamora we see in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, played by Zoe Saldana. Pet Patrol's not an appearance yet, but still amazing book. Now we're on to another sci-fi book. I did. So, next up we have is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yes, I have seen the movie. This comic was a continuation of the original, like, I guess that the whole idea. Now, there was a special release part of this one, which all it was, which is adaptation of the movie. Which I have seen. A classic Stanley Kubrick movie released from the 70s. Which had 2 sequels. One was 2010. The other was maybe 2020, I think it was. But nothing to do with the release one. So, the first 7 issues are mostly put just various characters who basically find a monolith and evolve into a Star Child. We have a guy in the first issue. We have a woman in the second issue. And then we have like stuff in the future, because it's typical Jack Kirby stuff. It's standard sci-fi stuff. But it's a good anthology book per se. But then by issue 7, we have another story note here. Issue 7 is the debut of Aaron Stack the Machine Man. And he's the reason why I decided to cover this. Mostly this book is kind of set in the future. But then he's in the past. Somehow. It's not really explained here. And the whole thing is he's basically a robot on the run. And apparently was so popular with this 3 issues that he ended 2001 and basically gave him his own solo book. That lasted for 19 issues. Which I'll discuss in that point, but... which I personally love, the debut of X-51. The reason why he's called Aaron Stack because his mentor, the guy who created him, his name is Abel Stack. And he died in his debut appearance. Of course, kind of like in flashbacks and other books related to Aaron Stack. First, he's a regular robot, and then he just transformed into this appearance throughout this book. And he goes on an adventure throughout these 3 issues, and then he gets his own solo book. Excellent 3 issues. I love every single bit of this. Yeah, and also they don't use the monolith. I think by issue 7, that's when they stop using the monolith. It's let's start with the seed, the Star Child stuff. I gotta admit, this series is a lot of fun. It's good sci-fi goofiness when it comes to... Yeah, but I'm going to give 2001: Space Odyssey a 10 out of 10 because this book is just amazing. I mean, I definitely thought it was a good idea to introduce a regular character. The main villain of this book is Colonel Cragg. And he's only here... Well, he's here for this whole book. He's here for 2 issues. Then he comes back in the main Machine Man book. But yeah, this book is just so fun. Yep. But yeah, that's particularly a particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Well, next time I'll talk about both these books. Well, for Warlock, it'll be Warlock Chronicles. For Aaron Stack, it'll be his first volume of a solo book, which is a good collection for that one. Yep. So, into his next video, which will be, well, Bleach. And I'll discuss something really quick. You feel? Bye.